to work on some stuff. We're gonna finish this birthday present for my friend / co-teacher, and then work on something else. We'll probably crochet something else. I know the live says we're crocheting right now, but no, we're actually knitting, because I just realized after typing up the title, oh yeah, I need to finish this. And it's knitting, not crochet. Oops. But we'll be done with this very quickly because I just need to close up the top and weave in the ends, and then it's done. We're using my... Hi, Aaliyah! Happy Saturday! A little early today, since my parents are going to be coming over for dinner this evening. I was literally up early getting today's video edited while I was at my parents' house this morning. So I spend every Friday night with my parents. Yes, happy Saturday, thank God, because this week was really rough at work. It was like impending doom all week because the stomach bug started in the pre-K room, and then it slowly worked its way down the hallway, and then it hit my room with a vengeance. Yesterday, I sent literally half of my class home with the stomach bug. As soon as we got one cleaned up and messaged the parent, another one would go off. And then both administrators were out sick, so I was the administrator for the day. And there's a reason I work... Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was bad. Poor babies. By the end of the day, my classroom, we just stripped everything down. We only had 3 babies left by noon out of the whole class. So we stripped the whole room down and started just disinfecting everything. And then the babies that did not get sick and were still there were all mad because they're like, where's all our stuff? I'm like, sorry guys, your friends keep exploding. So I'd take all your toys to clean them. Because I went insane cleaning while also being the manager for the day. And I was just basically, everybody leave me alone. You don't have real problems right now. It's Armageddon in my classroom. There's goo everywhere. I know, yeah. And I knew it was going to be a problem because the morning went fine. And then we put them all down for their nap at about 9:30 because they were starting to get crabby. I'm like, all right, they're all tired. Nap time. So I put them all to bed at like 9:30. 11:30 came and went, and they were all still sleeping. And I looked, and I'm like, we're going to have a horrible afternoon. And one of the newer people that was there was like, why? They're all sleeping great. They're going to be happy. I'm like, no, they never sleep like this unless they're sick. And sure enough, when they all finally woke up at noon, one after the other, after the other, after the other. What are you making? I like the colors. I am knitting a beanie for my friend, my co-teacher, who was also off on Friday because it was her birthday, so she got to avoid the insanity. I knew the minute they all clicked over to the 2-hour mark and they were still sleeping, I was like, we're doomed. We're doomed. And then sure enough, we were doomed. And I got to my parents' house afterwards. It looks really good, by the way. Thank you. I got to my parents' house afterwards, and my mom was like, you need to go take a shower because I can smell the bleach on you. Yeah, I remember as parents, yeah. Yup. And like the older classroom teachers were running down to get stuff from me and they're like, "Oh, how wonderful. They're all sleeping so well." And I'm like, "No, this is bad." Literally all of them were sleeping, okay? It's never good when they all sleep like this. It's usually somebody's always up and doing something in my room. The fact that every single baby is asleep and has been asleep for 2.5 hours is a bad omen. Including the ones that never sleep that long. It's always a bad omen when they sleep that long. And then sure enough, kaboom. Oh, rest. Yeah. Ah, we're well rested. Let's puke everywhere. Life of a baby room teacher, guys. So yeah, stomach bug hit fast and hard. So many are struggling in this economy. Yes. And yet somehow I managed to girl math my way through every month. Anyway, welcome to the live, everybody. Don't forget to double tap the screen to like the live, hit that subscribe button, all that good stuff. Support the channel because, as that person said, yeah, so many people are struggling in this economy. And I'm a teacher by trade. Day job is teaching, so. Yeah. Got my W-2 the other day, and I actually grossed above 30K this year, so. Woohoo. Did I actually get that whole 30K? No, most of it got eaten by taxes and health insurance and my mortgage, but and how'd you buy a house in this economy? I bought a cheap small house in the middle of nowhere. Oh, look, it just started to snow. Lovely. It was just so nice outside. I was outside taking out my compost and stuff. And I had my t-shirt on. And now it's snowing because that's what life is like when you live on top of a mountain. But it's Saturday. The horrible week is over. I released my new video this morning just in time, and new stuff in the shop today, so check out my website. Nightbot just put it in the chat. I just put some ear warmers up on my website. They are available for sale today, along with everything else on my website. And they're crocheted ear warmers, not knit ones. Like making them, but I don't own a Centro. And I don't really like knitting things other than hats. Knitting requires a lot more patience than what I am capable of. And I don't have a centro, so I crochet my ear warmers. So next we're going to work on Valentine's Day stuff, and we started bringing the inventory over to my house from my parents, slowly filling out the inventory closet. So that's going to be... Sarah was live and YouTube was kicking our butts yesterday. She still made 22 euro. There are thousands of people. Jeez. Yikes. That, I don't even know how you would keep up with reading chat and doing that. Wow. Yeah, I saw she went live at like 2 a.m. I was dead to the world. Dead to the world, snoring my head off. I do like her knitting machine lives, though. I like watching the colors spin. Go, machine, go! Don't understand the controversy behind knitting machines. Like, you're still cranking the handle and making all the decisions. It's like its own art form. And someone still has to put everything together. Like, the machine is not doing all the work. It's just spinning around. It's doing the stitches, but somebody still has to put it on the machine, take it off the machine, construct the things, pick the colors. Like, it's not cheating. It's just its own thing. You don't call loom knitting cheating. It's just its own thing. And if you use the drill, well, that's just smart. I want to know who first thought to put a drill bit on a knitting machine and be like, hey, you're smart. YouTube would stop at the 2 a.m. with the last one. Wow. YouTube would stop the live. Wow. I didn't know YouTube would stop lives. That's strange. I've had lives stopped before when I guess I had no viewers for like 10 minutes. There was nobody in chat. No viewers. It was at solid 0 for like 10 minutes, and then it stopped the live. But I've never had... Yeah, I didn't know YouTube would do that. I guess I've been YouTubing for like a year and a half now, but it's not my main thing, so this isn't my job yet. This is to supplement my teacher salary. All right, we just did the last round. So now it's time to close it up. So fast and linking so hard. God bless you, Aaliyah. It's a real talent. It takes real talent to be able to moderate. This is a modification of Passionate Kelsey's double-stranded knit beadie pattern, by the way. I have my own twist I put on it, how I do the decreases. I still do the slip knit, but instead of jumping straight to decreasing, I shorten the amount I knit first, and then I do gradual decreases once I'm done. So it doesn't stop as abruptly, it like curves more. And I keep it on my double pointed and my... Where's the link after I put it in for the person before them? Maybe it was just so many people it kept crashing the chat. Also, people don't know how to read. We are definitely in a literacy crisis. Or listen. I did see one post from a fellow teacher. They could see they were definitely goblins in the chat. Yeah. That would explain it. Which, I mean, there is a literacy crisis among children. They can't read instructions very easily anymore. Learned helplessness. The way the pre-K teacher in my school combats that is she'll say, use your brain, not mine, if they ask a question or can't figure something out when they could easily figure it out. They just don't want to. Use your brain, not mine. Stuff like that is why I quit teaching older kids and moved on to babies, because I initially did do pre-K and school age because I could handle a lot of the behaviors back in the day. But then I took a chair to the face. Said no favorites. Yeah, no. They don't think. But took a chair to the face in 2021 and I was like, all right, that's it. I'm going to work exclusively with babies now instead of jumping around to ages. But yeah, it's like they don't want to use their brains. You only do that when you're irritated. Yeah, and it's like, watch the chat, not the thing. Sarah's busy. That's why you go into the chat to ask questions. I distinctly remember when I was in school back in the dark ages when we rode dinosaurs to school instead of the bus. The teacher said you had to ask 3 friends before you could come to the teacher for any questions. Read the instructions, ask 3 friends, then you go. And if you don't like the answer you get, asking a million more times is not going to change it. So if Sarah says, I don't like to pick favorites, there's the answer. For me, my favorites on things change depending on my mood. I have a few core favorites, but like, what's your favorite thing to make? I don't know. What's your favorite yarn to work with? Depends on what yarn I've been working with a lot of lately. Only thing I can really consistently answer is that my favorite color is purple. Regulars will happen. What's your favorite yarn? What's your favorite singer band? Is that a drill? No, yeah, it's a drill. Yeah. the newbies. Yes, my favorite color is purple. I mean, I guess I would say if what's your favorite yarn, hands down, it would be Red Heart Super Saver, but is it crochet? It's a crochet machine? No, no, no. Crochet cannot be replicated by machine. That is why it costs more than knitting. No such thing as a crochet machine. Whereas knitting machines were invented back in the 1500s. I know a YouTuber a few years ago, half as interesting. He did a whole video on why crochet can't be machine replicated and never will be able to be machine replicated. It's because knitting, there's purling. And how you put knits and purls together, whereas crochet, there's just infinite possibilities, infinite directions. So yeah, that's why crochet can never be machine replicated. And that's why crochet goods are pricier than, yeah, I keep saying no favorites and there's so much spam image I forgot this is the same color 10 times this block for nice. Yeah. Yeah, spammers in the chat. In chat always annoy the heck out of me. Like, stop. You're not going to accomplish anything. You're just going to make people mad. And I mean, as a retired internet troll, it's no fun to make people mad. It's more fun to make them exasperated. Also, level up. Just spamming and repeating yourself. Come on, be more creative. If you're going to troll, be creative. Don't just spam and go ha 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 ha. No, use your brain. Be creative. Honestly, though, my favorite place to troll were the comments of news articles. Loved doing that when I was younger. Sweater on this machine? Could you make a dress? Could you make a blanket? Would you make me a blanket? Can you sweep my snuggles? What do you think? Can you make a sweater on the, you could make, I think you can make a sweater on the knitting machine. I actually don't know the answer to that. So that is a question I would probably ask. So, I mean, anything that can make a square could make a blanket, but a sweater? I mean, I guess I could make a panel sweater if you made if machines can, I think machines can do panels. And you could make a sweater by making panels and sewing them together. Panel setting tend to curve the edges. Gotcha. Well, doesn't knitting in general, I think, has a lot of curved edges because based on how the stitches are constructed. Certain stitches always curve. I know that's like a thing with Tunisian crochet, that the edges always curve and you have to really aggressively block it afterwards to get it to actually lay flat. I know stockinette curls and you have to block it to make it stop. And some crochet stitches curl really bad, and okay, we are doing one of the last few rows here. Yes, I don't switch over to double pointed needles when I hit the decreasing section. I just cheat and move them around on the cord, because I don't trust myself with double pointed needles. I don't think I even actually, well, no, I do own some double pointed needles, but they're all still at my parents' house. And I gotta start cat proofing soon. So the kitties are gonna be coming to stay with me in the spring as my parents get ready to move. The cats are gonna stay with me. It's my turn for custody. Dad retires very soon. He's very excited. Oh, it stopped snowing. What time is it? 2:30. Perfect time for a dentist appointment. Ha 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 ha. Tooth hurty. My jaw is finally doing better. I have some dental appointment coming up, and we're gonna see about, because I went to see if I could get a mouth guard at CVS, and it was like $80 for a store brand, and I was like, no. Yeah, it's doing a lot better. I only need like 1 or 2 doses of painkillers a day now instead of every 4 hours, just once in the morning and once before bed, which is great because they were making my tummy hurt. So I've been slowly weaning off of them. Still haven't heard back about the x-rays, but because I'm feeling better now, it's definitely not a fracture. And the fact that the doctor was able to jam a tongue depressor against all my teeth and without those hurting means it's not my teeth. So I won't have to get anything pulled. I know. They're still going to probably yell at me and be like, you need to get your wisdom teeth out. And I'm going to be like, no. If they're not the problem, then why? So initially I was worried that they were the problem. And I'm like, I can't afford 2 surgeries this year, because I'm probably going to be having surgery at some point in the spring or summer. Oh, I didn't go to the dentist. I went to my primary care doctor, because the dentist couldn't get me in, but because it wasn't really my teeth that were hurting, it was my jaw. They said your primary care doctor can probably help with that. So I went there to kind of head it off. And they didn't show me the x-rays because they didn't do the right, it wasn't a regular like dental x-ray. It was like a shot of my head. Nothing got stuck in my mouth. They were checking the bone, not my teeth. Dental x-rays mostly check your teeth, but they were checking like here. But I believe I have TMJ. So, and it probably is connected back to a jaw problem I had when I was a baby. So I had to have special bottles because I couldn't latch, and I still can't latch, like those pop-up top water bottles you suck on. I can't drink from those. I struggle with straws unless I shove them really far back in my mouth. And they think it's probably just linked to that. So here we are 30 years later dealing with that. Well, 30 plus years. And they said that's probably part of why you couldn't latch when you were a baby. And this is just how it presents much later in life. Ow. So. But they also wanted to do x-rays to make sure it wasn't like a fracture or anything, because that's how bad it hurt. Like, second worst pain I've ever dealt with in my life. So. They just wanted to make sure it wasn't a break or an infection or anything, and nope. It was TMJ. So. The good news is it wasn't my wisdom teeth, because I still have all my wisdom teeth. Late at night, unexpected. I didn't notice until the end of the morning. I was like, girl, you've been in here. Yeah. That happens. Right, we're almost to the very last row here. And then we'll cut this off and be done. I think I just have one more row of decreases to go. Then weave in the ends. Hi, welcome to the live. This is where I miss my other ones because they have a longer cord. So it's easier to stretch. But we're about done with this hat. We just got to close it up and then we'll go work on another project. I have some other birthdays coming up I need to make stuff for. You should draw it out getting up. Yes, because you can't disturb Adonis. Okay. Slip, slip. It's getting chilly, so when I finish this, I might run and grab a blanket. Because I don't feel like turning on the space heater and driving up the electric. Every day I turn more and more into my father. Her presence as usual, yes. Adonis, he's the king. You shouldn't have to deal with the presence of others. Here we go. Okay, that one's done. Now we gotta shift it. This is the hard part about not having double pointed needles, but it eventually works out in the end. Excuse me. Throat is very dry. Okay. And then we can move on to crocheting. We can probably work on that shawl I worked on last live stream for Valentine's Day. And then tomorrow I gotta do a lot because most of my inventory is now at my house. And my dad's bringing more later. So we can finally start filling out the closet where all the inventory is gonna go. And then it doesn't have to live in boxes. And then when I do a craft show, I could just reach in and grab it out of the closet, put it in a box. And it'll just be more organized and lovely. So I've gotten really into couponing lately. Just to totally change the subject, haha. Made sense in my ADHD gremlin brain. I'm like, oh, a nice organized stockpile of inventory. Oh yeah, I've been couponing and I have a nice stockpile of cleaning supplies now. And I'm very happy about it because it's another one of those things I didn't realize they were so expensive, how expensive they were. But I got into couponing and now I have lots of cleaning supplies in my house to keep it nice and clean, and paper goods and stuff. And I got really into like Fetch and using Ibotta. Stuff like that, because as that one person in chat said earlier, the economy sucks. Even Aldi is getting expensive with some things. Like, it's been a while since I bought yarn again. But meh, whatever. It's fine. I have a lot here to work through. So it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, fine. Everything's fine. And this is the last stitch and we're done. Woohoo! We are done. Now I just gotta cut this off and weave in the end and bind it off and all that stuff, and I'll stuff it in a bag to wrap it. There we go. Flurries soon. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna cut this end off too because this is way too long. Okay, and I forgot to grab my thing, so I'm gonna grab a blanket and my tapestry needle real quick. Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. Okay. All right. Blankie acquired. And tapestry needle acquired. Excuse me. All right, let's bind this off. Excuse me. Take it off the needles and we'll be good to go. I don't know what this style of binding off is called, so don't ask. Crocheter primarily, not a knitter. I just started making these double-stranded hats because I liked the pattern and wanted to change a pace. So there. Just toss them, it's fine. It's my house. I can do what I want. I can do whatever I want in my house because it's mine and I own it. I pay the mortgage and the taxes. So if I want to throw my knitting needles across the room, that is my right as a free American. Here we go. Okay. In the end, go back around just to really make sure it's reinforced. Okay. Cool. Like it. Now I just got to weave in this end. And then we'll be done with this hat. The reason I'm weaving this one out on the right side is because this part folds up. And we're done. Ta-da! A hat for my friend as a birthday gift. Toss that over there. Oh, my scrapyard rolled all the way away. Okay. I'll deal with this later. Okay, now I'm thinking we should work on that Valentine's Day shawl. The color's pretty. Thank you, Aaliyah. Yeah, I'm thinking the Valentine's Day shawl now. So that's over on the desk, so I'm just gonna go grab that really quick. Bring it over and stick these scraps in the jar. Where did my scrap jar go? Now, I have this, and I know I pulled a bunch of pinks that I was going to work on with this bit, but I also have some red. So I'm actually going to use more red, and then we'll transition over to the pinks, and then we'll transfer to the purples. So, here we go. I don't really use Caron Simply Soft a lot, so there we go. We'll set that there, and then we'll be off to the races. And I may not use the entire thing. Might just use a great big chunk of it, and then save the red for like another thing. But it would be great to use a lot of it up. Because I have a lot of Caron Simply Soft, but I never used it. Just used Caron in the machine and it worked fine. Well, that's good. Yeah, I have a lot of Caron Simply Soft. I just don't use it. Hi there. I love the hat you make. 100%. Thank you, Alyssa. Yeah. It's for my friend. Her birthday was Friday. But she wasn't at work, so I had time to not give it to her. I had time to finish it. Because a lot of this week got ahead of me. I still have... No, we're going to work on this shawl, because I haven't worked on something just for fun in forever. I have 2 birthday presents I need to make for some babies, but I got plenty of time to make them something small. So there. I think I'll make them each a sweater, and it only takes me like 2 days to make a sweater for a 1-year-old, so they're little. So we'll do it then. Since Caesar and Kelsey were on live earlier, I've been to the regular videos. Sarah saw me 4 times. Wow. It's true. Yeah, you hop around all over the crochet community for someone that doesn't even crochet. Moderate all the lives. That's your talent. Though you're not their moderator, you just show up. Right? I can't remember. I don't know. I don't really watch Caesar's content. It's just not what I'm interested in. I like crochet content and old war documentaries. Not really into gaming or regular lifestyle vlogs. The occasional cooking. I do like Caesar's Kitchen, but that's really the only thing of his that I watch. Weird not moderating. Hi! Yeah. I know when you were first coming to my lives, you're like, where's the mod button? I was like, alright, fine, you can be a mod. I just wanted you to have a place where you could just chill, but Mom can't moderate every chat. And I appreciate you, Aaliyah, very much. Oh, fudge. Just realized I'm tired. But we'll work on this shawl for a while. Until I get bored. Because I don't know when my parents are coming over. Not for a while. They're weird. They eat dinner super late, whereas I'm like, I eat my dinner at 5 o'clock. They don't eat until. No children need help aids. Yeah. No, yeah, my parents are weird. They like to eat dinner at like 8, 9 o'clock at night, whereas I'm like, if I don't eat by 5, I turn into a monster. But that's probably because I'm up at like but o'clock in the morning and eat breakfast at like 5 in the morning. Yeah, I like the decision I went with to go with this red. And add it in. It looks nice. Nice lacy granny stitch. So I add a chain in between the granny clusters. And it's just figuring out the kind of border. But I have white. I think I'll do a white border with this. And then, I don't know, either picots or shells. I always default to either picots or shells, it seems. See what the vibe is. Or I could do the crab stitch, but I don't know if I have enough yarn. I may have to do picots. I don't know if I have enough of the white yarn to do picots. Oh, 3 o'clock. My cat clock is meowing. Hope the sun comes out tomorrow. I want to take some pictures. I have a bunch of shawls that I need to take pictures of to list on my website. I'll vlog the whole process of putting my inventory storage together. I have a set of drawers so that I can organize all the hats by size. It's cloudy out today. I have a lot of green here on Simply Soft too. Maybe I could make a version of this for St. Patrick's Day as well. Don't know. Excuse me. Good. All right. this is turning out pretty. I like how vibrant this red is. It's very nice. Yay. There. This is turning out really nice. I think this will definitely be a springtime tutorial. How to make like this super lacy shawl. Don't know what kind of tutorial I'll do for February. I'll think of something. Might do one of my cowl patterns for February. Pick up some Premiere Puzzle and make a tutorial. I have a lot of cowls made out of Premiere Puzzle. They're all on my website. And yeah, I don't have any Premiere Puzzle currently. So I would probably have to run to Walmart at some point, pick some up. So, I mean, I could buy it online from Premiere, or Hirschner's, but I have no idea if it would get here in time to be able to sit down and film a whole tutorial for it, and it would take longer to make that tutorial because it takes me like a day or two to make a cowl. Excuse me. So we'll figure it out. Or I could do one of my Catherine wheel cowls. I do like that stitch. It's just really complicated, and I don't know if I could. I'm at the level yet where I could effectively communicate it in a tutorial. I don't know, maybe I'll do a poll on my Instagram and think of a couple of my patterns and be like, hey, what should I make into a tutorial for February? Who knows? Anyway, if you're just joining, don't forget to double tap the screen to like the live and hit that subscribe button. We have lots of crochet fun here. Even though for the beginning of the vlog I was knitting. I had a birthday present I needed to finish, and I'm gonna wrap it up as soon as we're done being live here. Then tomorrow's Sunday, so new deals to check out at CVS for couponing. It's like I said a little bit ago, I've gotten really into couponing lately. I was quite proud of myself. I went to CVS and did a lot of the deals and transactions like the people on TikTok say to do it. And I got like almost $100 worth of stuff down to just $20. So I'm quite proud of myself for that. This extreme couponing on TV. They don't make it easy anymore. Like, you can't just raid the Sunday paper for the coupons and print them out anymore. Like, everything is in app. You have to get the specific store app to get the coupons, and you have to do multiple transactions. You can't just steal all your neighbors' Sunday papers and cut out the coupons and go for it anymore. It's significantly harder now because I used to watch Extreme Couponers with my mom, and we would give it a try, and then they went and made it really hard. And you gotta like line everything up perfectly to get the best deal possible. But there's a couple people on TikTok that I started following that break down how to get into. They're already using websites for certain stores. Yeah. I follow a lot of people on TikTok that like break down how to extreme coupon in the modern era. So I know CVS, if you plan it right and do the math right, you roll the transactions. The ones who coupon for charity were so nice. Yeah, I started doing that. That's why I kind of got into it. I decided to try it out because we did a big drive for the food bank at my school over close to Western Christmas. And then I started seeing all this extreme couponing stuff on TikTok, and I was like, let's give it a shot and then donate the stuff that I know I'm not going to use but still want to give it a shot. Let's donate that stuff to charity. And it worked out. You got to use a combination of store apps and Ibotta and Fetch. Though some of it technically accounts as cashback, not a coupon. But I know with CVS, if you go couponing, you have your extra care card. You clip them in the app. You clip the offers in Ibotta if they line up. But then you got to figure out extra bucks and stuff, and you roll the transactions basically. You split your cart up, and then you like use coupons to buy a certain amount, certain items, and then you get back the extra bucks, and then you use those extra bucks and coupons, and you just roll the transactions and do multiple transactions using the extra bucks you got from the previous deal towards the next deal. That part's complicated. I haven't figured out how to do the rolling transactions yet. I just clip the coupons. But I did try rolling transactions at CVS earlier this week, and it worked out for me. Though the staff were starting to get kind of pissed off. And like, I did it at the self-checkout. I actually used a self-checkout, so I didn't piss off a cashier, but... My strange addiction, but supreme couponing. Yes, especially in this economy. I also really like couponing at Dollar General. I've come to really like Dollar General. Because I know there's 2 near my house where I am, and they're both actually really nice. They're well organized, they're well staffed. I know some Dollar Generals aren't very nice, but the one in my town is, and the second one that's also near my town is also really nice. And they make the couponing easy as well. So, but that one you don't get the rolling transactions with cashback or stuff like you can at CVS or Walgreens. So I know Walgreens does something similar. They have like register reward or something, kind of like CVS has the extra bucks that you can use. And then I also use Fetch, and I bought it for cashback. I think I have my referral codes on my website. I added those into the ways to support the website section. So in addition to my affiliate links, I also have referral codes for Fetch and Ibotta. And then I also did Box Tops for Education. That one doesn't get you any money, but it's back when I was a kid, you would cut out the little box tops. They were worth like 10 cents each. If you on certain brands, you brought them in, and whatever class brought the most got a pizza party. Well, you can't cut them out anymore. It's all online, but you scan the receipt, and then it goes directly to where you send it to. So for me, I signed up to do that because I also got a $2 bonus from Ibotta. See, my parents refused to buy store brand stuff, so I never got to cut the box tops, and I was always upset because I would see all the kids in my class coming in with the box top baggies full of box tops, and I wanted to bring some in because I wanted to help get the pizza party. But my mom was like, "No, I'm not buying store brand just so you can cut out the box tops. I'm not buying name brand so you can cut out the box tops. The store brand is just fine." Which I understand, given the fact that my mom didn't work a traditional job until I was in middle school. She stayed at home with my brother and I for a while. Yeah, your logic is not getting... Yeah, I know. And she's like, I'm not paying extra just so you can get a pizza party. Which now as an adult, I'm like, yes, no, mom was completely valid. And at this time, the store brand boxes were bigger and a much better deal and exact same stuff. And so, yeah. And now I too mostly go to store brand, and I only buy name brand if I have like a coupon or something. The only name brand things I always buy is Dawn dish soap. I always go name brand for Dawn dish soap. and Tide Pods, because Tide Free and Clear is the only laundry detergent I'm not terribly allergic to. Like, even store brand Free and Clear for some reason makes me itch, but the Tide one doesn't. So Tide and Dawn are the only things I will always buy store brand, name brand. Everything else is store brand, unless I have a coupon and I'm able to get it down below the store brand through coupons. But yes, Mom, your understanding of how the economy works did not get me my pizza party, and I was mad because all the other classes would. It felt like my class never got the pizza party, and I'm like, oh, it's because of me, and I'm like, no, it wasn't because of me. It was because, yeah, that just felt like it. So, but now I'm an adult and I use coupons and stuff, and you don't even cut the box tops out anymore. You have to download the app and then you snap your receipt. You submit your receipt to Box Tops, and then they donate the money, or then they funnel the money wherever. So I live right across the street from an elementary school now, so I just signed up and I donate all my box tops to the elementary school in general. I don't credit it to a specific class or anything. I just donate them in general because the school district I moved to is struggling. So I'm supporting my community. And I do couponing and stuff for charity. Because, like, half the cleaning supplies that I get coupons for, I can't use, but, like, I need to buy those specific products to get a better deal on the ones I'm not allergic to. So, I just buy that and then donate what I can't use to the local food bank. And they love to see me coming. And yes, food banks will take laundry detergent and cleaning supplies. And can openers. They want can openers. Everybody donates canned goods, but nobody donates any can openers to get them open. Unless they have the pop lid. And the food bank in my area specifies, unless you're going to throw a can opener in, I don't want your regular canned goods. You need the kind with the pop top lids. Otherwise, please add can openers. So, I know if I'm doing a big donation of canned food, I will go to like Dollar Tree and get some of those can openers. Because, I mean, Dollar Tree can openers work for regular canned food. They do not work on the big 10 cans that I like to buy for stuff. Those ones, you need one with some oomph. But a regular can of soup, you can use a can opener from the Dollar Tree, no problem. Dollar Tree is another place I've really fallen in love with. Good place to get like little seasonal knickknacks without breaking the bank. Because I do like the occasional seasonal knickknack to decorate my house with. I put away all my Christmas stuff, put out the Valentine stuff. Because it's not overconsumption if you're going to use it and it brings you joy. And if you don't just throw it out when you're done. But look, more snow. Oh, look, it's going sideways. So, And seasonal throw blankets. Everyone's like, you don't need that seasonal throw blanket, but I do. I don't want to use the same boring throw blanket forever. I would like to rotate them out. And when it gets old and ratty and wears out, I'll donate it to the local animal shelter. True, my mom got me a Grinch one. I should use it. Yeah. I have a couple seasonal ones. I've got my Valentine's Day throw blanket. I've got one for St. Patrick's Day. I've got 2 Christmas ones. I have one that I got that's technically a Christmas one, but it's just red plaid, so it's actually quite generic. And I'm like, yeah, no, I'll get one for like every major holiday. And then just keep them organized and stored, because I can never have too many soft throw blankies. Because I like the texture of fleece throw blankets. I mean, yes, I'm a crocheter. I could make my own seasonal throw blankets. But I want this material. This is the material I like. So it's fine to buy the occasional seasonal throw blanket. And I mean, the red Christmas one, the red alleged Christmas one that is actually quite generic because it's just red plaid. I've had that. I got that from the owner of the school I worked for when I first started there, like 7 years ago. Almost 8 years ago. Wow. And like, I still use it. It's still nice. I wash it, put it away when the season's done, and then bring it out. Well, I use it for a couple seasons. It also works for Valentine's Day because it's red. Works for Lunar New Year because it's red. Works for fall and Thanksgiving because red. 4th of July it would work because red, white, and blue. Because yes, I use throw blankets in the summer because yes, I have the air conditioner going, but I want a blanket for my legs. Because I'm actually an old lady. So I like a nice plush fleece blankie, so. So there. Oh, excuse me. Ah. Ooh, that's snow coming down. It's not sticking though. It's just flurrying because that's what happens when you live on top of a mountain. If you're just joining the live, don't forget to double tap the screen to like the live, hit that subscribe button. New update in the shop today, so go check it out. smallpinecrafts.square.site. Put some new stuff on the website. So you should go look at it. Oh, there we go. Ugh. I better not be getting a cold. I'm gonna be mad. So I already had to miss work last week for a day because of my jaw. Do not want to be sick. So we're just gonna knock on some wood here. Thank you, Aaliyah. Yes. Got the sneezies. Sneezy sneezies. Oh boy. I should make some things for Chinese New Year. Lunar New Year. We were also thinking in my class, we're going whole hog for Lunar New Year this year just because winter sucks. And it's a whole holiday of celebrating, so let's go for it. So, I was actually thinking of getting some lucky red envelopes and giving the babies each like a dollar bill or something for good luck. Yeah, because you can get like lucky envelopes for the year of the horse. We're going into the year of the horse. Get them some little themed lucky red envelopes because they're actually quite affordable on Amazon. You know, I like Lunar New Year. It's fun. It's fireworks and food. And yes, I know I'm very white, but winter sucks. Let's have a party. Make some tea later. You're good and fast. Thank you. Making a shawl for Valentine's Day out of various Caron Simply Soft scraps in Valentine's colors. Well, is it really a scrap if I'm using a full skein of red? I don't know. Not gonna worry about it. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, sun's back out. Can't make up its mind. One thing I really like Caron Simply Soft for is like shawls and other really drapey garments. I don't know. I have a love-hate relationship with it. You know, some people can't stand it, some people love it. I like how vibrant the colors are. I don't like how expensive it's gotten. Winter Socks reminded me of Red Solo Cup. Oh, I love that. That song is hilarious. I know they make tiny red Solo cups that are like the size of shot glasses. I love it. Good lord, when did it become 340? It's 337. And it's still quite bright out. It's wonderful. I love it. And this is coming along really fast. Much faster than I anticipated. Well, it's the granny stitch, so. Of all the stitches, it's probably the easiest and the fastest to work up. You don't gotta think about it too much or count too much. Excuse me. I should make some dish towels. Kind of like the keyhole one that I made when I first moved in. I'd need a lot more cotton yarn for that, but could work. Who knows? I don't. Oh my goodness. Ugh, I got a big old pile of stuff here, the inventory that I gotta organize, and I'm not looking forward to doing. Mostly sweaters and shawls right now. And I gotta go through and edit some price tags. I gotta clearance out some things because I want them to just go. I'm no longer making multiple adult sizes of ear warmers. I'm just gonna go into one adult size. Change it over. You'll be over before you know it. Yeah, that's probably the plan. I know I want to like vlog the process of putting the inventory closet together. We'll probably do that tomorrow, and I'll just put whatever music on in the background and then edit it out when I'm editing the footage. And put my royalty-free music over it instead. So I know YouTube has a section of like downloadable background music and sound effects you can use for free in even monetized content. It's like copyright-free music. And there's some real bangers. Problem is I gotta go back to my parents' house and read them for some hangers so I can hang things up, like the sweaters and things. Get more drawers to put things in. And I gotta find a new place to put the sweaters I have hanging in that closet there. So I may have to use that as an overflow closet, but I only have 2 closets in this entire house. There's the big one, which is going to be the inventory one, and then technically that's not even a closet, it's just access to the attic, but since there's nothing in the attic and it's not walkable up there right now, it's just the insulation. I would have to have it remodeled to make it into an actual workable space. Maybe if I get really, really rich, I'll remodel it and then it can be the inventory attic. And then that can be the actual stair. Because it's not really a staircase, it's like a series of ledges that you climb up to be able to. I mean, yeah, technically that's what a staircase is, but like you can't walk up the ledges. Like I actually would have to climb or use a step stool to get up into the attic. Actually, you know what, chat? Let me just show you. We're mobile. We're mobile. We're mobile. So here's kind of what it looks like in here now. And then you go up these ways and it eventually leads to, I have no idea what I'm doing, a door. So yeah, that's what my attic access looks like. And that's going to be where I put all the inventory. Since nothing goes in the attic, it's just there. I know at my brother's house, he has a similar closet, only it actually leads to a staircase that leads up to the attic. Feel like you watched Cribs? Yup. Yeah. Well, for my 5K subscriber special, I'll do a tour of the yarn room. I'm not going to do a full house tour for safety reasons, but I mean, it's not really interesting to tour. It's a box. It's a box from the 1800s in the creepy basement. But yeah, the yarn room could definitely have a tour. As I slowly but surely continue to put it together. We finally have the yarn wall. And this is modular, so I might get more compartments. And then I could put it together and expand onto it all the way up to the ceiling. Be pretty cool. I know, I want to get like an actual wardrobe for my bedroom for clothes that I hang up so that I wouldn't have to like come in here and go into that closet. Or something so I can hang things up in my bedroom. And then that could be actual storage. And then all my craft fair stuff lives outside in the shed. Yep, there goes the furnace. I think Polar Vortex is coming. I know that this weekend it's supposed to be one in Minnesota. I have no idea about here in Pennsylvania. It was very cold in the later part of this week, which was honestly kind of annoying. Because it was above like 40 degrees recently. What is the temperature here right now? That's the clock. I don't want the clock, I want the weather. It's 34 degrees right now. Tuesday it's supposed to be 12. And next Sunday it's supposed to be 9. Too cold. Like, I don't mind winter. I just don't like it when it's like that cold. Excessively cold. Like, leave that stuff down in Antarctica. Keep it out of Pennsylvania. Nine, yes, and that's going to be the high. The low is -1. So that'll definitely be a leave all the cabinet doors open day. Leave all the cabinet doors open and then lower the thermostat to 55 from 60 so that pipes don't freeze and I can serve heating oil. Fire up the electric fireplace in its place. The colder it is, the more heating oil it burns. And that stuff's expensive. I mean, I'm lucky in that my oil tank is an interior tank. So I don't have to pay extra for winterization. Winterized oil. But it's still annoying, and with the state of the world, who knows what the oil prices are going to do for heating oil. Chilly. And I just had a genius idea. I don't want to run the space heater and jack up the electric bill when it's not like I can't see my breath. It's not time to put on space. But I have my heating pad left over from my jaw. And it's really only my back that's cold. And I mean, yeah, I could put a sweater on, but then I'll get all sweaty. Yes, this is cheating, but it doesn't use as much electricity. And my back hurts, so. Aging is fun, guys. Haha! Oh, I can feel it working nice and warm, yay. I can hear my dad's voice already. Go put on a sweater, I don't want to move. I'm live. Don't want to go rummage around finding a sweater that'll match and look nice. When I'm off camera, I'm a mismatched gremlin. Plus, I think most of my sweatshirts are in the wash, or need to be washed. Here we go. Wow. We're really tearing through this skein. It's already almost done. think what we'll do is jump off of live when I finish off the skein, because I got some other stuff to do. I want to put some things away at least. The yarn at least. We'll vlog putting away the inventory, but I also have yarn I need to put away. And I think I have enough stuff laying around that we could do a frog or finish episode, since those seem to be super popular amongst the fiber YouTubers right now. And my whip drawer is woefully empty. Okie dokie, yeah. I've got like a half-finished scarf. I've got a scarf I should probably just put a border on and then I could sell it. Got a half-finished knitted scarf in there. I know that I definitely want a frog. Like, it's almost done, but I want the yarn for something else. I want the yarn for pumpkin baby hats instead of just a plain scarf. Because my scarves never sell. Yeah. Well, it's mostly empty because I didn't put anything in it. The whips are just kind of scattered right now. These are like big whips, like scarves and shawls and stuff that disappeared into the inventory boxes that need to be finished. Because my parents are starting the cleaning out process to get ready to sell. And I don't have any shows for a while, so now's the perfect time to get the inventory moved over to my house. Really what we're waiting on is my brother to come get the last of his stuff to move to his house, because his stuff is all on a bunch of shelves. And then once he moves that stuff, my parents can move the shelves to me. And then, yeah, because that's really the last thing I need is stuff to organize the inventory closet, wardrobe for my bedroom, and shelves for the basement and the shed. Really just the last bit of organization stuff. I have everything else that I need. I know, that's what I like to watch before I go to bed, is like YouTube compilations of TikToks of people like doing restocks and organizations and cleanings and stuff. That's been my latest thing to fall asleep to. I'm like, yes, I want some of that stuff to organize my house. Because I want the clear plastic organization stuff so that I can see things, because when you have ADHD, out of sight, out of mind is literal. Like, barely any object permanence. That's why people are like, oh, those clear plastic things for restocking are so unnecessary. I would like them, please. It's necessary for me. I've slowly been acquiring them. Like, my fridge is nicely organized with a lot of those clear plastic fridge organizing things. And it is very useful. I mean, yeah, it's a lot of stuff I need to clean, but ice restock videos before falling asleep. Yeah, that I don't do. I don't like ice water. So those I don't do, but anything where they're like cleaning vegetables and then putting them in those little containers, and love it. Really scratches an itch in my brain. I bet you half those people that do the restocks are also couponers because of all the stuff they have. Like, restock my guest bathroom with all those cute little trial size things. Well, I do not have a guest bathroom. I have one bathroom. I know 10 years from now, I definitely want to remodel downstairs and add a bathroom downstairs. Because the only bathroom in the house right now is upstairs. But my parents are getting old, and I would like to have a bathroom downstairs for when they visit, like 10 years from now. So I know my mom already struggles with the stairs at my house. But she's not at the point yet where she can no longer get up and down stairs. But hi, Chris. And plus, I mean, I don't plan on going anywhere for a long time, so I got to think about my aging, and I already have a hard enough time with stairs too, so it's in my best interest to have a bathroom put in downstairs. And it would be like a small one. I'm thinking I would want to go with something kind of like a bathroom you would find on a boat, where it's like really tiny. There's the toilet, the sink, and then just a shower head and a drain in the floor. Like the whole bathroom crammed into the space of a shower. I would definitely want something like that put in. All I know is I want a second bathroom later down the line. And I want to finish the basement, at least partially, so it's not as creepy. And if I could finish off the attic, that would be great. Make it into a usable space. Because then maybe I could move my craft room up into the attic, then I could actually sleep here in the master bedroom and then have a real guest bedroom for when my family comes to visit. Because right now the guest bedroom is an air mattress in the living room or on the floor here. But for right now, at this point in my life, this house serves me well. This is just like dream home editions. I'd love to have a jacuzzi, but the water bill, and it would be a monster to keep clean. Like, I have a tub here, but it's quite shallow. It's more for like little toddlers. But yeah. Oh my goodness. 4 o'clock. Woo. We've been live for almost 2 hours. Yay. So, I kind of thinking, yeah, I gotta jump off live and do things, but nah. I'm actually quite comfortable here. And anything I would have to do today, I can do tomorrow. So, I've decided we'll just stay live for a while longer, even after we finish this off, because I'm actually enjoying just sitting here, not doing things with my heating pad on my back, because I'm cold. So, we'll stay live for longer. Though I will have to get up to go get the pink. Because it's over on my alleged desk. So it's actually a folding table from Walmart that I've had that I use for craft shows. That's being my desk right now until I think my mom is going to give me hers when they move up to New York because she's going to have a built-in. And then I'll get her a nice L-shaped desk to use for... I need to get a printer. But, like, I'm not getting a lot of orders on my website for shipping lately, so... For now, I'm getting away with just using the printer at work or stuff, but I would like my own printer. Maybe I find a pretty picture on the internet and I want to print it out and hang it up on my fridge. It's funny, when I was growing up, everybody had a printer, and now, like, nobody has a printer. And I'm trying to think because I don't remember printing that much stuff at home. Only time I really used a printer a lot was when I was in college, and the printers on our campus were free to use, so. I mean, one of my suite mates had a printer that I used all the time. And we kind of communally used it because it was a suite of 4 bedrooms. And she was like, hey, I have this printer. If you don't feel like going out in the snow, because I went to college in Erie, Pennsylvania. She's like, if you don't feel like going out in the snow to go print stuff out, or waiting for the ancient one in the common area to boot up, you can just use mine. I don't care. My parents are rich. They'll buy me more ink. Fall of 2016. Definitely say 2016 when I was in college. That was a good year for me to be in college. I mean, yeah, the year 2016 was terrible. I don't understand why everybody's got so much nostalgia for it, but, like... That was the year I lived with all friends. But it was like a suite of single dorms, so technically we all lived alone. We just all shared a bathroom. And even then, it was a big bathroom that was chopped up into a bunch of rooms. So, like, there was the main area with the sinks, and then the toilet was in a separate room, and then the shower was in a separate room. So while we were all shared a suite, we all had our own space and didn't actually live together. We didn't have any common areas outside the bathroom. But it was fun living with all friends. Got up to so many shenanigans. I managed to live in one of the nicer dorms on campus all 4 years of college when I was in Erie. Connected it to her phone. I mean, I print stuff all the time for work, but that's work. Like, the only thing I really would print at home are shipping labels and stuff. But I don't want to get like a shipping label printer because what if I need to actually print something and I can't get away with it at work? And I don't want 2 separate devices. So I would get like just one regular printer and cut out the shipping labels because like that's what I do with my shipping labels now. I just print them out and trim them to size and slap them on and just cover them in clear packing tape. But I'm not making enough online sales yet to justify buying a printer. Most of my sales now are in person at work. And the parents will all be like, well, yeah, you know, I have a credit card reader and all of it is linked. So if you really want to buy something from me, I'll save you a couple bucks on paying for shipping. You can just tell me what you want. I'll bring it in. And you can just swipe your credit card while the kids are being dropped off in the morning. And it's funny because people are like, well, what does your boss think of you partially having your own business at work when you're teaching? And I'm like, she's like my biggest advertiser. They're like, how's your boss feel about you also running your own business? She's my biggest hype. Well, she comes and buys stuff from me right out of my classroom all the time. And that is where I get a lot of my business from, is the parents in my classroom. Because they're like, oh, handmade baby stuff, and we know the source, and we don't have to pay for shipping if we just bring the credit card. Sign me up. Like, they have my business cards out at the front too. And I know when they're doing tours, when they come into my room for prospective parents, like, this is Gracie, she's an artist, you should buy stuff from her. So they're fine with it as long as I don't make enough money to quit. I don't think I could ever really quit my full-time job though. It's because the health insurance is too good. But I would go stir crazy. Right, we're on to the peak. So but yeah, as I was saying, most of my sales are in person, so I would like to sell more online. But eventually it'll come in time. Though I don't want to ever get to the point where like Kelsey, where every time I drop stuff I sell out immediately. That would stress me out. I like having a constant supply of stuff. God, I was so happy for her though when she first did the bag drop of her merch and she sold out in like 2 minutes. I was so happy for her. Like, yay, good for her. But for me as a person, that would stress me out being out of stock of everything. But for her, good for her. She's worked hard at this. Mm. Can't tell if it's flaring up again or not. I don't know. It's annoying. Anyway, the shawl is coming along nicely. I like how vibrant this pink is. It's very bright. Seems it's gone from like a muted red to a vibrant red, vibrant pink, muted pink. with a white border. That should be lovely for Valentine's Day. Maybe I would love it if I could like finish this tonight. Then I could take some pictures of it tomorrow. Get it listed for sale. Speaking of for sale, if you're just joining, don't forget to double tap the screen, like the live, hit that subscribe button. I released my ear warmers on my website for sale today. Should go check them out. Even just looking makes my SEO better. Search engine optimization. I'm excited. My parents are coming over for dinner tonight, and I am making vodka sauce pasta. My sister-in-law just texted me. 1 second, chat. Oh, nice. Okay, cool. My brother just finished painting his home office, and she sent me a picture of it, and it looks very nice. It's orange. And he's putting up some colorful LED lights. He's such a tech bro. Oh my god. It's funny because my brother works with technology, high performance computing, and he hates AI. He's convinced it's going to crash and burn within the next few years. So, yeah. Says it's got its purposes, but it escaped into the wild. It's going to crash and burn and then go back to what its original intended for. So. So according to my brother, fear not, the AI slop will eventually go away. But it's the damage is done. I know, I use Square for my website, and it keeps trying to push AI on me, and I'm like, no. I will use assistive AI to edit the background out of videos, and that is it. Leave me alone. The aging thing is not fun in the slightest. Yup. You just turned 26, so you're about to hit that phase. No, yeah. I basically own stock in ibuprofen. It's always joked, oh my gosh, the grown-ups are so dependent on ibuprofen. Ridiculous. I've got upstairs ibuprofen, I've got kitchen ibuprofen, I've got car ibuprofen, I've got classroom ibuprofen, I've got purse ibuprofen. Comes at you faster than you think. Now that red, we really used that red up really fast. Oh wow, and we're well past the 2-hour mark, so don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't yet already. Check out my website. Check out all the ear warmers I made by using it to my knees cracking and every other limb, but my wrist sounds like the 4th of July. Owie, yeah, wrists, especially if you're on the computer a lot. I have a supportive thing for when I'm typing that I can rest my wrists on. Because, I mean, mine are already pretty jacked from crocheting all these years, but whatever, it's fine. Just don't hold your tension too tight. Well, I can't hold my tension too tight because of old injuries. But God, that was almost 20 years ago. So I have very little actual strength in my fingers. So my tension always runs super loose. I always have to go down like a hook and a half size to make gauge for things. So oh goodness, I'm getting tired. Yeah, I went to bed 9:30 last night. That's late for me. But oh well. So cool. So vibrant, so very Valentine's Day. Pink, red, oh, had a white border. Looks great. Heating pad feels really nice too. Yay. Mm. Falling apart, chat. I'm falling apart. Knees hurt, my back hurt, my jaw hurt. Aren't we all? Yeah. I just feel like for me it's very suddenly accelerated out of nowhere. Oh. Say this is coming along quickly. Random vertigo. Jesus, I'm a mess. I think I held the position I'm sitting in too long. Ugh. Okay. Thank you. Making all kinds of sneezes today. So I better not be getting sick or I'm gonna throw a fit. I cannot afford to be sick right now. Too much I gotta do. Too much I gotta do. Not enough time to do it. spacing through this. The skein is getting used up pretty quick though. So one thing about triangle shawls, they start off really, really quick, but then the longer you go, further down you go, the longer they take, and that gets pretty annoying to deal with. What time is it? 4:30. All right. We've been live for about 2.5 hours. I think about 5 o'clock we're going to get off live because I have to start making dinner for when my parents come to visit. So, half hour left. Don't forget to double tap the screen to like the live. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet already, or if you are just joining. We are making a granny stitch shawl for Valentine's Day. I don't know why I wanted to just say Mother's Day. No. Valentine's Day. Mother's Day is not till May. I don't have to worry about that just yet. We'll start worrying about that next month. But really anything can be a Mother's Day gift. Will I finish this tonight? Maybe. Or at least get a good chunk of the way started. Hey, the snow stopped. Yay. My goodness. My goodness, my goodness, my goodness. Oops. I accidentally half double crocheted instead of double crocheted. Whoopsies. It's one of the problems when you go really fast sometimes. You screw up. Somebody's beeping about something out there. Y'all are quiet. It's almost 5 and it's still pretty light out. It's pretty great. There's actually people outside in their yards. Cold up here has driven everybody crazy. To the point where as soon as the sun comes out, everybody comes out. Alright, chat. I think we're gonna finish this row and be done. Because I just realized I have a lot of vegetables I need to chop to make dinner tonight, and I need to go do that. I'd rather do it sooner rather than later. So we're gonna finish this row off and say goodbye. Almost done. How fast can we go? And we're done with this row. Almost. All right, we made pretty good progress on this today, and we finished a hat. But this is where I'm going to have to end the live. I have stuff that I have to get done, and it's almost 5 o'clock. So, thank you everybody for coming. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you can be notified every time I post. I go live pretty much every Saturday and at least try to get a weekday live in. So, see y'all when I see you again next. Thanks for coming and have a good evening.